You know she performed for Lil Uzi?
Oh, yeah. Nicest DeGuzzi.
You said Lil Uzi paid you or wanted to pay you 10 grand.
No, I never said a number.
They kept pushing you. So just for the audience that knows, Anna did a trick where she broke into someone's phone without the code. And after she broke into the person's phone.
This is my signature effect, by the way. This is like the thing that really kind of put me on the map.
She does this a lot where she breaks into people's phones without the password. And Lil Uzi was like, I would love to get inside of my girl's phone. How much can I pay you to do it? And then you didn't say a number, but they kept probing you and you were like 10. You just said 10. So I don't think it was $10. It was probably.
Did I say 10? I don't remember
10.
saying a number.
I remember because I was
it
like,
was definitely more than that.
Oh, it was more than that.
Like I would do it. I wouldn't do it for $10,000.
But you didn't do it?
I wouldn't do it for $10,000.
Did you do it?
I would do it for more. Yeah. I think. Yeah, because I always tell people, like, if you really, 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 really want me to do it, then I will do it. Like, I have to be the one to do it. I'm not going to teach you how to do it. But,
yeah.
You know, we'll be in, like, a setting, and I'll just, like, casually do it.
So did you do it for Lil Uzi?
I can't say.
Why?
I can't say.
He make you sign
I cannot say.
An NDA?
A magician never reveals her secrets.
But that's not a secret. That's a performance. Uzi susses me out.
Why?
He's go too demon mode.
Yeah, he's pretty weird, but he was actually scared of me.
He was scared of you?
He thinks I'm a demon. Uzi thinks I'm scary. He was scared of me. He literally like didn't say bye to me at the end of the shoot. He like kind of said bye because they were like.
He was scared of you because you were doing tricks.
Just the whole day, yeah. He was like, "Who is this girl? Who brought this girl? Like, is this for real?"
Wow. What's the most starstruck you've ever been?
Starstruck? Actually, who was it? I think, honestly, I do magic for a lot of rappers and DJs.
Yeah.
Just because of, like, environment, proximity. I used to perform. Yeah, I live in Miami, and I was performing at these, like, lounge restaurants, and all the like people who were performing at the clubs there would always come to dinner there. And I would go up to their tables and do magic for them, do close-up magic for them, and like they would either tip me and like people would film it, and like that's how I started. That's how my videos got started, where you would see me with these like celebrities and you get the reactions. So I'm very comfortable performing in front of celebrities, I think, because I don't really get starstruck. But I think the first time I ever did one that I wouldn't say I was starstruck, but it was my first. He was my first like big person that I can remember.
Yeah. Was
Post Malone.
Oh wow.
Years ago. This is like when he was even just getting started.
Yeah.
But I mean, I knew who he was.
How old were you?
I was not 21. I was definitely like underage. But this was at like
18 underage or
no, like under 21.
Yeah.
I was definitely over 18. I was living in LA at that time, and this was at like a house. Yeah. This is at my friend's house in LA. Like, I'm new to LA. You know, this is a very like LA house in the hills vibe. And I wasn't like that. Like, I was still in college, and I was very much like to myself. I wasn't very outspoken yet. And then I was hanging out with my friend who lived in this house, and then someone knocked on the door, and he's like, "Oh, hey guys, my name's Austin." And that's his real name.
Yeah, Austin Malone.
Yeah, so that's I mean, I like double take like this is when he like still had the long hair and everything.
But you knew who he was.
I like double take because like I like knew of like I think Congratulations, right? Like that was
White
his
Iverson, Congratulations.
Yeah, like the big ones like had maybe just come out.
Wow.
And then I kind of was like, was that? And like there was so many like kinds of people going through this house at that time. So we get out of the room, and it's like maybe 10 of us in the house. So like it was me and like Post Malone and like a handful of other people. Like, so it was very small. And then someone had mentioned like magic, and he's like, I love magic. And so I started like going at it, like just showing him. And I really had nothing yet. Like I didn't really perform yet, and I didn't know that many tricks. Like I was still pretty like new, and he was really cool. He was fooled by everything. And then at the end of it, he was like, I actually keep a playing card in my wallet. I met David Blaine a while ago, and he kept it. Like, he keeps that on. That's why I always give people, like, souvenirs, like a card or, like, something.
I'm definitely going to keep it.
Because I think, I love when I see people, like, put it in their, like, phone case. You know, when you ever see, like, a clear phone case and it has, like, their card in it. Like, that, I love when people keep it and, like, tell the story about it.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep that. I saw the first photo on your Instagram that you were with Penn and Teller when you were 14.
Yeah, I went to their show. My family brought me to their show in Vegas.
And then you performed for them.
And then I was on their show full circle.
Less than 10 years later. Because that was 20.
Less than 10 years. No, yeah, 5.
Wow, that's really impressive.
Because if that was you said 2014?
I think that's what... I'm totally just like thinking what I saw, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a really special moment for me because they were one of my first magic shows ever.
Yeah.
Like to watch in Vegas.
You've seen David Blaine too.
I've met David Blaine too. Yeah.
A picture with him?
Yeah. That picture is terrible too. I was so mad. I don't know if you ever got to hear the story.
No, please.
So the story of how I met David Blaine, mind you, David Blaine knows that he is my idol. Like, he is the style of magic that I am most inspired by out of anyone. I love Penn and Teller and all the great magicians, like, I respect. But the style that I relate to the most was Blaine. And I was always a cardist, which is, like, just the fancy shuffling. And then I got into magic later. So when I had met Blaine, I was still very much a cardist. I didn't do magic yet. And he was performing here in LA at the Dolby in Hollywood. I lived in Hollywood at that time, literally across the street, like across the street. And I was like, there's no way David Blaine's coming to my city and I'm not going to see him. Like, I've never seen him perform live. This is maybe 2019. I remember 2018. I didn't have a ticket to the show. It was sold out. And I had posted, I really want to go. And this is early stages of Instagram. So this wasn't like, I wasn't big yet or like anything. I just posted, I think stories just came out.
Yeah.
And I posted, I really want to go to David Blaine's show. And a random person, I should probably be more careful. A random kid. He was younger than me. He was probably like 16 or 17. He was like, I have an extra ticket. Like, I want to take you. And I think he was like a fan who like liked me.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my gosh, like, thank you for the ticket. But he was like trying to take me with him.
Yeah.
I thought he was just going to give me a ticket. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I end up going to the show with this random kid who got me this ticket. And then I know some people who work with Blaine, and they kind of snuck me into the VIP section. And that's how I actually got to meet him after the show and take that picture. And I was so upset about this picture because I was like nervous and like I don't know if it was like not cool to take a picture with him, you know? So it was just like a very casual thing. And then this girl took it, this random girl, I didn't know who was like there. Yeah. She took the picture and she was drunk and the picture was blurry. And I was so mad because I was like, this is my picture with my idol. Like, you had one job. And so then I come up to him like 10 minutes later, like super embarrassed, like, hey, can we take another picture? Like, it's blurry. And then like I got another picture with him.
Wow.
But that's it. That's my first time meeting David Blaine's story.
He's my top 3 people I want to interview. Like, I love him so much. But
people really like his, I watched his Rogan and as well as like the Impulsive podcast. Like, people really have said that. I've heard them say that he's the number one person.
Like, I really don't like, I saw the exact clip you're talking about on Impulsive, and when he said that, I was like, no.
Yeah, I was like, isn't that
I don't want to share like a top guest with Logan Paul. That's lame. So.
That's a high honor. I mean, of course, like I would, that's such an honor to be, I guess, interviewing him. But I feel like I've seen interviews of his, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I feel like you already know what you're going to get.
Maybe. I mean, I like learning about him as a person. Like, I've watched so much of his magic.